Hey guys, thanks for joining me for another Dissidia Final Fantasy Opera Omnia video, and today we're going to do a character guide on Tifa. I'm fresh off some hype pulls for her. Check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. But I've got her all maxed out and ready to go, so we're going to take a look at her here. She is absolutely insane. We're going to see some insane numbers out of her in this video, so look forward to seeing what she can do here. So let's go ahead. We're going to start by looking at her calls, then we're going to look at the artifacts, and we're going to look at the spheres. So her calls, nothing too crazy here. Beat Rush is just like a fairly strong attack. But doesn't really have any like collar effect or anything crazy like that on it. And then her LD, this is one of the hardest hitting LDs in the game. So a lot of people will bring Tifa call to like if you're doing like a synergy co-op fight and you just want like a really strong LD you can bring in and do a lot of damage. That's pretty much what it's for. It does do like an attack up, HP damage up, and overflow to the collar. So it does have a little bit there, but pretty much like Tifa you want in the party, right? But if you want to have just like a really hard-hitting LD call, that's maybe what you'd bring in there, right? Alright, so let's look at Tifa herself. So my Tifa is balls to the wall maxed out, okay? I got Ultima Weapon, Green BT, Blue Armor, Force Enhanced 30, like everything max on her, full spheres, all that, right? So she's literally just a ridiculous hard hitter that does a lot of damage. That's pretty much what you want to focus on with her here. So if we go into artifacts, she's an older character, so she doesn't have like a C50 passive, so you just go attack 108, max brave 330. That's really what you want there. Her spheres are pretty easy as well. On your A slots, you want brave damage and attack. You could do physical attack, so like Raijin would be like a really big fat 15% physical attack you could do. You could also do some brave damage ones. I think Leo's got a really good like single target brave damage one you could do. So there are definitely a lot of things out there. I think Vayne's got a really good like brave damage one you could get. On my Tifa, I just happened to put her own on her like back in the day, and it's a good one. 10% attack up when dealing a crit. Tifa in her kit basically will have a 100% crit chance. So crit spheres are really good to put on her. Crit's normally not hard to hit anyways, but her own is pretty good there. So I'll take a 10% attack up. And then I went and refined a full Jack sphere here. So it's brave damage and attack up, so you're getting best of both worlds there. But once again, look through your box, like Sephiroth's got a pretty good one. Like any of these just easy to activate attack or brave damage spheres that you can put on her, you're good to go. The only spheres to avoid on the A slot is don't do, like there's a couple of evasion spheres, like don't use those obviously. But don't do weakness damage ones, because you'd have to enchant her to get that. So don't give her any of the weakness damage ones. Then in the D slot, probably I'd say Hope is probably the best, because you're getting attack and max brave. I think Queen's a good one as well. I actually like Saz here, so I have a full Saz one I put on. Once again, when you deal a crit, you just do a nice party attack up. So I went ahead and did Saz there, but kind of your typical D slots I'll recommend. Hope, Queen, Saz, Lise, any of those are fine. Not Lunafreya, because she doesn't have weakness damage, right? Alright, well, let's hop into the showcase. I'm actually like extra excited, because I literally like just got her stuff ground up and I'm just hopping in for the first time. So I haven't even used her myself yet, so I'm going to kind of experience her along with you guys. One thing I will say is Leo call is a very good call to use on Tifa. Tifa is a single target damage specialist, and Leo's call revolves around single target damage, and it adds like extra true damage onto what you're already doing. So we're going to be going crazy here, because Tifa does like some of that in her own kit. We're going to have Leo call, and we're going to have Lunafreya's heavy prayer on her, all while doing like a crazy FR burst phase. So it's going to be getting pretty wild up in here as we go through. So let's go ahead and hop in. And I'm bringing Selfie along too. She's now really a force to be reckoned with. We'll just do no friend here. Actually, sure. Since we're bringing Selfie, let's go ahead and do the Pandemonium summon. All right, let's hop in. Excited to see the insanity we're going to get here. Sure, load up what you got. Load up her greatness, game. We got so much here that we just got to like go crazy, right? All right, so we're going to hop in. And we're going to kind of go through her skills. There is kind of like a typical rotation you might want to start off with, okay? So, let's get Lunafreya going, and we know what Lunafreya is going to do. We're going to start by force charging a little bit. So let's go ahead and pop a, sure, let's do a quick prayer on Tifa. So we're going to start with a quick prayer, so Tifa's going to get a bunch of turns to show her off. We're going to do an energy heal. And then we're going to go into a LD with Lunafreya. That's going to put the heavy prayer on. So let's go ahead and pop that on as well, LD. So now we got heavy and quick prayer on Tifa. So Tifa's already looking pretty ridiculous. She hasn't even done anything yet. Lunafreya is going to make her look insane. Okay, and then Lunafreya now on the free skill. Let's pop some more charging. And we can charge with Selfie a bit too. Selfie now is definitely going to be like a mainstay on the friends list for sure. And sure, let's just energy heal again. And then let's go ahead and pop Lunafreya's BT effect just to make everything look really spicy. Sure. Okay. And then we're going to jump into Tifa. So, Tifa, like I said, she hits really hard. She's got launching. Buffs herself. She has delay in her kit. But you're going to see she's pretty... She's a pretty, what would you say, like a simple character in that she's like has like a singular role, and that's just attack and attack hard pretty much, right? Okay, so she's going to start off with a free skill use. You always want to open with Battle Cry. So let's do Battle Cry, and let's see how much damage this does. So it's going to give her a buff, and she's going to do a fat attack. Okay, so we just... I'm sorry, I got to laugh because this is silly. That was like her weak free skill use attack, and we just did 1.1 million damage. I just want to say, that's like one of her weaker attacks. Just to set y'all up for what you're about to see here. That was one of her weaker attacks. So Battle Cry is a Brave gain, free instant turn, and then does a little attack at the end. A quote-unquote little 1 mil attack there at the end. The reason why you want to open with this, though, it's free skill use, free turn. It gives her a nice max Brave up, and she gets a buff called the Zangan Way from this. So the Zangan Way is attack up 110%, and it raises her turn rate on her skills, so it makes her quicker, so she can attack more and do more crazy things, right? Now, she has her LD buff, but it's only like 6 turns, so you want to go LD here. It's going to hit really hard, by the way. But when you use the LD, you're going to get 16 turns of this buff. So you might as well just use it right away because it lasts so long. Oh, by the way, let's throw General Leo Call on while we're at it here. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. Alright, so let's pop this Meteor Crusher. I gotta watch and just revel in this damage. Let's see how much damage we get. One of the hardest hitting LDs in the game right here. About to see it. We're dropping bombs here, you guys. Alright, so 1.8 mil on a LD. I think Prisha's can definitely hit harder. Like, it's up there, right? But 1.8 mil casually on an LD. Not too bad there, right? So that did a Brave gain, did a big attack. But the big thing is she gets a full throttle buff from it, and she gets 16 turns of this, okay? So this full throttle gives her attack up, max Brave up, Brave gain up, Brave damage up, HP damage up, overflow, and extra true HP damage on her attacks. So, like, it's a very good buff to have. Now, the other thing that you're going to get from this full throttle is you're going to see here, Tifa gets a new HP and Brave attack. So she gets Brave attack and HP attack full throttle. You mainly want to use HP attack full throttle, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to pop that because that's also a free instant turn. So let's go ahead and pop the full throttle here. Wow, look at all those dumps. 1.8 mil on an HP plus. Did you guys see all of those dumps? It was like raining. It was like raining damage there, right? So we just popped that full throttle, and guess what? After you full throttle, you now get an extra free skill use again. Now what happens is from full throttle or from using Beat Rush and hitting a crit, you get Beat Rush Plus. So you see how we have Beat Rush Plus right there? So now we've got that to use, and as long as you're hitting crits, you're going to have that. Now we could go into Battle Cry here again, get another free attack and then attack, but let's just go into Beat Rush because we haven't seen it yet. So let's go into Beat... This is going to hit hard, by the way. This is the 15 CP attack. Let's see how much damage we get here. Look at all those dumps. 1.7 mil. Like, she's just hitting, like, over 1 mil on every button she presses. She's touching 2 mil on some of these buttons, right? Like, getting pretty close. Alright, let's give another character a turn. So let's do a Selfie Wall. So this is going to be the common trend with Selfie, you guys. Grab Selfie as a friend unit. And basically what you're going to do with Selfie is you're just going to wall till you have 1 turn left. And then you're going to pop LD. And then the enemies are going to be launched. And that's all you do with the Selfie friend. Actually, right after this, I'm going to set Selfie as my friend, by the way. So let's do it. We want to get the Tifa FR, right? Let's just Selfie wall for a while. And look at her now. The force enhancement's so huge. Oh, EX with Selfie too. I'm going to do a guide on Selfie, by the way. But EX on Selfie. Well, I already have a guide on Selfie, so I'll probably just leave that guide up. So just search for Selfie character guide. You'll find it. I'll maybe do like a... I'm super busy tonight. Maybe tomorrow at some point, I'll do a Facebook post and I'll link all the guides of current characters I've already done. And then I'll record new ones on the new characters, right? But the EX is a free instant pop, and that's going to like increase everyone's EX gauges. Like, Selfie's busted. Selfie's busted. So yeah, we're just gonna basically just wall up here. And then we're like free to like go FR if we want to. And I gotta check if her FR is not free instant turn, so I might have to get a quick prayer on her first before I set up. Let's do the free aura, and then I'm gonna get the enemies launching here. And then I don't think I'm gonna pop FR right away. I wanna kind of set up with another quick prayer, and then we'll go in from there, right? So let's go ahead and rapture. Sure, let's just put more debuffs on while we're at it too. We'll throw a Kurasame down. This is probably going to be like the Gladio showcase, where by the time I'm done with the FR, these enemies are going to just be like melted away. Like, these enemies will not be able to handle the damage that Tifa's going to put out here. They cannot handle it. Plus, we're going to be launching. So now, because the enemies basically aren't going to be having turns, they're pretty much permanently launchable. Because the Rapture debuff is crazy. Yeah, what is it? It's a 6-turn debuff. So the enemies have to take 6 turns before they're not launchable, right? Alright, so what we'll do here is we'll take advantage and we'll go ahead and show off the EX Dolphin Blow. So this is going to delay, and this would launch even if Selfie didn't have it set up. So let's go ahead and do Dolphin Blow. See how much ridiculousness we get here. Look at all those dumps. It's insane. Now, granted, we've got like General Leo on, we've got Heavy Prayer on, but like, well, we may have burned through the Heavy Prayer already. That might have been without Heavy Prayer. That was just a 3-mil launch outside of a force. Like, this enemy's already down to 78%. We're not even close yet. Alright, so I've got my... Alright, we're going to quick prayer. Yep, quick prayer on Tifa. I'm not going to worry about refreshing the Heavy Prayer, because I would have to LD to do that, and I would have to spam a bunch, so I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm just going to Diamond Dust and just get the turn going. And then we're going to let Tifa just go. Tifa's going to go crazy. Tifa's going to be going hard here. Tifa's going to be getting it done. So literally you just do those couple of setup things, and then you're just pressing like buttons and doing insane damage is really all you're doing. And her buffs last so long, that Zangan Wei, it lasts so long. Oh, I should continue here with the EX. Sorry, I didn't explain fully what it does. So you saw the insane damage. It launches, it does a 1-turn delay, and it extends all of Tifa's buffs by 2 turns. So, or 3 turns actually. So that's pretty good there, right? And then she gets a buff called Fever Time from that. So on this Fever Time buff, it is going to give her attack 10%, crit rate 100%, and then critical damage plus 50%. So that's what gives her full crit rate up, right? All right, Selfie, we'll just go ahead and drain here. That's fine. This team comp I'm using, by the way, is actually a very acceptable team comp. Like, if you want to just surround Tifa with a bunch of support and let her go crazy, like, that's not a bad strat at all. All right, so we're going to get into Tifa FR, but before we do that, we're going to hop into Tifa. Oh, her stuff is like way out of order here. Let's do Tifa's burst attack. Let's just see the insane damage we get from this burst attack here. And this has a very good burst effect. I love it. The limit break, this is so good. Final Fantasy VII. Look at all the HP dumps. Just ridiculous. Okay. So how much damage was that? I didn't even see the number. I feel like that was like 4 or 5 million or something. I couldn't even see the number. But she did a lot of damage there. Okay. Now, here's what her BT effect does. So that did like a huge, ridiculous attack. But now with her BT effect, she's got it for 8 turns. It's going to trigger a water kick and a somersault bonus attack after Tifa attacks. And then we get like Brave damage up, Brave limit up, HP damage limit up, Overflow up. Insane. So now we have water kick and somersault. This is why the BT is so crazy. So now what we're going to do is we're going to hop into FR. So let's do the FR. Oh yeah, you're right. It's going to hurt. You are right. And even better, it's got Rem, who I love Rem in this game. Love Rem. One of my favorite characters in this game. Alright, so there's the water kick and then the somersault. So those are from the BT. And then we're going to get a launch. Like, is this guy going to die before we can... Like, look at this. We've got him at 63%. That was 4.6 mil there. Okay? Alright, so now the force time conditions. So easy. It is literally just single target, 30%. Crit damage, 30%. Tifa is going to be automatic, and you're going to want her to carry that anyways. So now we're in force time. Let's hop into a burst phase. And we're just going to blast away here. This is going to be crazy. Alright, so let me just see what we got here. Alright, just everything's insane. So what you want to do here is, in this situation, I think I'm going to open with LD to get the free full throttle here. So let's go ahead and just open with LD. This is going to, like, just hurt. Yep, just dumping everything out. Huh. Water kick somersault. Alright, and we're getting launching all the way here, guys. This is just nasty. This is just nasty. Alright, so that was 6 mil. That was 6 mil, and that was the first turn of force time. And we just popped a 6 mil. So you can imagine like what these numbers are going to be looking like at the end. Now we're going to do LD in the full throttle. So sure, let's full throttle. Just the damage is crazy. Water kick and somersault. Like even without the water kick and somersault, she's doing insane damage. And it's just like they're just giving her more. Alright, so how much is this going to be? So 8 mil. So we've upgraded now to 8 mil on the next hit. Do you see these enemies just melting away? Alright, now we've got free skill use. Free skill use here, I'm going to take Beat Rush, because that's going to hit like a beast. So let's do Beat Rush. Look at it. Oh my goodness. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. The numbers. It's just pouring out red numbers. I can't even see the characters with all the red numbers here. 11 mil. Okay. So we're seeing a steady climb here. We're getting 68% each time. Like, you don't need Cam anymore. You just do Tifa and support her and do this. This is all you have to do. Let's EX this time. And this would launch even if Selfie wasn't on. And this is going to delay and do just a kajillion damage. Like, this is so fun, you guys. Like, this is why Tifa is the hype right now. Like, this is craziness. Sure. Alright, so I'm just going to melt it. That was 14 mil, by the way. I'm just going to melt away this left enemy. Like, Tifa's just making this a joke. Alright, so how many attacks? I got 2 attacks left. So I think... Oh, wait, I still have the force to do. Alright, so we're going to beat rush here. Because you want the bigger attack. So we're going to beat rush, and then we're going to force. And then we're going to come out and probably finish this freaking enemy off. Okay, attack. And attack. My voice is still a little squeaky at times, guys. I'm not 100%, but we're almost there. Alright, so that guy's just about to explode, basically. He just needs to get touched. So I'm actually going to attack the other guy. Because he's just at 1% now. So now we're going to do the force attack. We're at 448%. And this is just Tifa soloing. So you set her up with a quick prayer and a burst, and you're good. You are so good to go here. This is going to be insane, by the way, with 448%. And we are nowhere near, like, the cap damage, right? I don't know that we are getting to the end of this force time. And I literally, like, rushed into this. I'm, like, showing off her skills. You saw me charge like crazy. This is me rushing in, and I'm not even getting a chance to show off the full thing. Because watch, this, I would not be surprised if that 30% enemy just pops with this. If they just blow up here at 500%. They are just going to absolutely be incinerated. They could live this. I mean, but they're going to be darn near dead. So an 87 mil casual burst phase. Alright, so 12%. So that's good. You know, enough that we can maybe show off another attack or two with Tifa here, right? So here's what I'm going to do. I want to keep Tifa going. I'm going to take out this guy on the left, and we're going to hit with a battle cry, which is a free instant turn. Okay? And then the water kick somersault on top. That's why the BT is crazy. Sure, we'll HP attack here. How much damage are we getting from this launch? So we did 21 million. 21 million. You did not mishear me there. That was 21 million. So here's the thing. We've got one more turn to build up. This guy's not going to live this. So keeping in mind that we would have another turn after this, we are popping LD here. And this LD is going to... Yeah, we're popping LD here to see how much damage we can get on this final launch. Once again, didn't even make it to the end of the force time. I got to choose a harder fight. I'll probably use her in the current Shinryu. Alright, so how much damage we got here? Dear Lord. The numbers. 27 mil. Sure. 27 mil launch. We had one more turn to build up. We would have been over a 30 mil launch. So, anyways, guys, you tell me if Tifa's busted or not. You tell me what you think. Was that good damage in this video? Do you think that was pretty good? Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. I found it very entertaining. I'm enjoying Tifa quite much here. Thanks for watching. We'll catch y'all on the next one.